So this is my week 3 diary entry for the module WT4028. Over the past 3 weeks, I was looking at two different interests of mine. So I looked at farming, and then I kind of looked just at a tailor, and then last week I linked how a tailor could be linked to third world country and the clothes that they wear, and I looked at that link. But taking on the feedback from last week, I decided to bring my topic a little bit closer to home, make it a bit more local. So I decided to return back to farming and look at farming again and do a little bit of research on this and try and find the social and environmental factors that affect farming. So first of all, some social issues I looked at were health and safety at a farm. So farming is actually one of the most dangerous careers you can have in Ireland. And here's just a graph showing the total number of deaths in the last 10 years that occurred on farms. I also looked in at the Health and Safety Authority and just looked at different procedures that are taken to try and prevent farm accidents, such as like these notices here are now mandatory on all farms. And I looked at some of the ads that take place to try and prevent accidents on farm. And also then just down here, you often see this in like the agricultural shows where they just show some of the accidents that can occur, especially with balers and PTO shafts in the back of tractors. I also looked then at Chagas. Chagas, it's an authority over the farm agriculture and food development. And they also have some health and safety ads that they bring out to try and prevent this. So that's one social issue that I looked at. And then the other was loneliness on a farm. So with a lot of farmers, only when you're on a farm, you're on your own. So you actually never meet another. You might go the whole day without meeting another person. Um, so you only have yourself and the animals. So like I kind of looked at that and I found this website up here by the BBC, and there's both a video and then the website just detailing like some people's experience of being lonely on a farm, just like this lad here. So that's where I got that quote from. He just said he talks about it in the video and in the website. So they were just two social issues that I looked at. And then I went on, I looked at environmental issues. So this is kind of a little bit more straightforward. Um, Pesticides, slurry, all that produce methane and are dangerous to the our planet. And I looked at the amount of um, greenhouse gases that are emitted per animal. So you can see down here, this little graph shows the different percentages of greenhouse gases that are emitted, and how much it takes to get from the animal down to the actual product that you get in a shop. I also then looked at this up here. So it's the glass scheme. So it's a new scheme that came out in the last few years. And it's trying to get farmers to be more environmentally friendly. So they encourage and give out rewards for farmers that take on this scheme and try and be more environmentally friendly. And then I just looked finally at this down here. It's a cow that has a methane storage on its back. So maybe something that could like come into the future where you look at trying to prevent all this methane in the atmosphere, and maybe they could use this. So there were kind of two things that I just looked at, some investigation and research. And I also have a video up here as well. Finally, then I moved on to my initial ideas. And at the moment, these were kind of things that very first things that came into my head. Just looking at them, kind of a little bit of everything. So there's lights here, two kind of sort of lights. A lot of my ideas were uh, linked back to this piece here. So this is the piece that I hope to use and incorporate. So I have a lot of curves in my initial ideas because when I kind of saw this, then that's kind of what inspired me. But so far, I'm kind of finding it difficult to nail down a problem that I want to actually design on. Um, One thing that I've been looking into a little bit more recently is um, for health and safety. If I took on the health and safety role, is that chemical storage now has to be required by law to lock away chemicals on farms and have them all labeled and have a special place on the farm labeled where they are and has to be locked away as well. So I was maybe looking at that and maybe be able to make some sort of storage facility um for chemicals on a farm. So far I'm still trying to get some inspiration to try and design my project. And that's all.